And welcome to the city of Fuzhou, the capital of Fujian province on the southeast coast of China. It's semi-finals day at the Thaihot China Open, the 11th of 12 tournaments that make up the MetLife BWF World Superseries. 12 tournaments that span the globe, and the China Open is the 5th of the 5 premier events, an even higher tier of tournament within the Super Series. Plus, of course, at the end of the year, we have the Super Series finals. Just the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines qualify for the end of year Super Series finals. But this is the lineup for semi-finals day. We're starting with men's doubles, and Biao and Hong Wei of China are trying to reach a 3rd consecutive final here. They're up against Gideon, Fernaldi and Sanjaya, Sukamuljo, who have already won 2 Super Series titles this year. Then it's men's singles, and the Olympic bronze medalist Victor Axelsen takes on the Olympic gold medalist Chen Long of China, the 3-time former champion and winner of this event. Then it's mixed doubles, and Che So-ju and Che Yu-jung of Korea are up against the Olympic champions and 2013 winners Tantoi Ahmad and Liliana Nasir. Then we show the 2nd of the men's singles, Iskandar Zulkanen, in his first ever Super Series semi-final. He's up against the beaten finalist from 7 years ago, Janno Jorgensen from Denmark. Then we finish with women's singles, and the Olympic silver medalist Pusala Venkata Sindhu, looking to reach only her 2nd Super Series tournament final. She's up against Sanjaya of Korea. Well, with men's doubles being our first semi-final this afternoon, chance for us to look at the destination Dubai rankings. And there you can see 3 Indonesian pairs. We've actually got 3 Chinese pairs as well. And the number 1 pair, well, despite losing first round of the French, remained number 1. In fact, 8 of the 10 players there changed places. But the interesting thing is the top 6 have all been in a Super Series tournament final this year. Well, as far as the men's doubles draw is concerned here at the China Open, well, only 2 pairs from that list are left in the tournament at semi-final stage. By quarter-final stage, well, I do hope you had time to digest that. Let me tell you a little bit more about the draw. And there were only 4 different nations at quarter-final stage and only 5 seeds. At semi-finals, we're down to 3 seeds and 3 different nations because there's 2 Chinese pairs. We're going to concentrate our match from the top half of the draw, and that is Biao and Hong Wei, the number 1 seeds, up against the number 7 seeds, Gideon, Fernaldi and Sanjaya, Sukamuljo. Well, I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that Steen Peterson is sitting alongside me once again to enjoy semi-finals day. And of course, men's doubles, always an exciting match, and I think even more exciting with this young Indonesian pair. Well, we're actually looking at Gideon Fernaldi. That's not Sukamuljo. That is Gideon Fernaldi, who's 25 years of age. There we go. And they are currently number 7 in the world. Their 2nd week at a career high of number 7. Sanjaya Sukamuljo, well, he's 21. Yeah, now we're back to Gideon Fernaldi. Born in Jakarta. Actually reached as high as 8 in the world with Marcus Kido as well. So he's had 2 very successful partnerships. Now, as far as they're concerned, 2 Super Series titles already this year in India, in Delhi, and also the Australian Super Series. Well, they've got 20. I can assure you he's 21. We've double-checked that with the man himself. And this is their first ever Premier Super Series semi-final. As far as they're concerned, in the 2nd round, they beat the Olympic bronze medalists Marcus Ellis and Chris Langrish. In the quarter-final, well, they beat the pair who had beaten the number 3 seeds. Koki and Kobayashi had beaten Li Chunhui and Li Yu Chen in the first round. There is Biao He is 26 years of age. His partner is a year older at the age of 27. He's from this province, but from a different city. He's from Xiamen. They are currently number 2 in the world ranking, 5th week in total as world number 2s. Now, they played qualifiers in the second round. Well, again, I sincerely hope you're faster at reading than I am, because I certainly didn't have a chance to really digest that, but I'll tell you more about that in a minute. This, you can see, is the third meeting between these two pairs, and honours are shared of the previous two. Last time they met, though, was in the second round of the India Super Series, and as I've already told you, that the Indonesians went on to win the title in Delhi. They obviously won that encounter at the India Super Series. Well, as far as Biao and Hong Wei are concerned, it was their first round match against Endo with his new partner Watanabe. 3 games there, and they had 3 games in the quarterfinal yesterday against number 5 seeds, the European champions, Mads Conrad and Mads Colling. In fact, had a game point in the opening game, but lost that opening game. They came back 21-18 in the decider. An hour and 11 minutes.
Sukamuljo, Fernaldi, Gideon, Indonesia. Biao to serve to Fernaldi, Gideon. Love all. Play.
So our umpire calls for play to get underway. Jakob Simberg of Denmark, our umpire for this one.
Fault receiver.
Oh, fault receiver. Called on Sukamuljo. Well, he is a very quick player in general, isn't he, Steen? I was going to bring you in a little bit earlier, but we raced through all the information about the players on court, because he is lightning quick on court, is Sukamuljo. Well, I'm surprised. I was watching him there. I thought he moved again.
Yeah. And his partner is not slow at all either.
No.
So really got to be careful there, the Chinese pair. And I look really forward to this match, because we have sort of opposite styles. Whereas yesterday we saw Biao and Hong Wei play Colling and Conrad of Denmark, which are also 2 tall guys. So this could really be fireworks.
Service over. 4-1.
Yeah, and I mentioned earlier in the tournament that most of the calls for fault receiver are actually questionable when you look at them in slow or even frame by frame, but I had an impression also that Kevin Sukamuljo was really, really fast on that first service.
Yeah. Good rally.
Service over. 2-4.
Oh, my goodness.
5-2.
Well, their match yesterday against the young Japanese pair, Hoki and Kobayashi. Oh,
You're lifting your leg.
called a fault again. We really need to see that again. Second time he's been faulted.
Lifting his leg. Yeah.
Service over.
Borderline.
Borderline.
3-6.
It was a good slow, but I think you actually need to run it frame by frame in order to be certain. Wait. I wonder if that service is long enough. Seem awfully short.
Problem is the receivers are so wanting to pounce on the low serve that it's awfully difficult actually to get out of the way.
It is. You almost commit ahead of the serve being launched. Takes some time to judge, and if you wait a little bit and judge, then you will be late on the return.
He's got great skills, hasn't he? Great disguise. Now, surely that serve would have been short, because that was deflected by the net cord.
I'd really like to see if we could hold the picture here so we could see how he hits the shuttle.
Service over. 7-all.
Because his serve is so different from any other serve that we see here, because the shuttle sort of tumbles a little bit when it comes over the net.
Oh, look at that net shot.
Service over. 8-7. Service over.
Was that the second service
Error.
error from
Fernaldi.
yeah.
Yeah.
Service
Yeah.
over.
Well, we
9,
often see this in the men's doubles, don't we? There's so much emphasis on the serve and the
Yeah.
return, these short rallies.
Service over. 9-all.
Good disguise by Biao.
10-9.
Missed it.
11-9.
So it is the number one seeds, Chai Biao and Hong Wei, who have the advantage at the mid-game interval. Yep, definitely wide.
那感觉好像不想用力，不想干嘛？你们要精力要集中，要气势要起来，然后被动时候一定要到体，一定要
7
跳到
minutes
另外就中
for
场
the
才到
mid-game interval.
别给就 Kevin 再往前拿，轻易的拿到球，懂吗？先硬出去再说啊。这叫反抢，这个反抢。
Pod 1, 20 seconds. Pod 1, 20 seconds. 11-9. Play. Service over.
It's a good smash, isn't it? Saw that
10,
Chai Biao was
11.
waiting, committed to backhand defence. Did it towards his forehand side, and he still tried to play it with the backhand.
It's great coverage by Kevin Sukamuljo.
11-all.
Also the third shot, he was really close to the net, helping his partner.
Service over.
对了，下手这么球，胆略。
12-11. Point. Service fault called. Service over.
Service fault called, struck above the waist.
12. All. Service over. 13. 12.
Oh, well taken.
Excellent play by Biao.
15. 12.
It's the block to the net that sort of creates the possibility.
It's well wide. Sitting with the drift there. It's got to remember that.
13.
Drift
15.
left or right as we look down on the court.
Sets over. 16. 13.
Stayed in that one from away.
17. 13.
Yeah.
Just 3 points away from this opening game. Of course, this man, Biao, is looking to reach a fourth final here. Not only his 2 finals with his partner of today, but also reached the final in 2010 with Zhang Nan. Zhang Nan's in the other men's doubles semi-final. They could,
They might meet.
yeah, in the final.
Run off. Racket's gone.
Yeah, run off to get a new racket. Back on court. Yeah, they win the rally.
He can't take the credit for that, Sukamuljo. That was due to this man here, Gideon Marcus Fernaldi.
Yeah, there he is. Off he runs.
Oh, that looked long. The first one he took.
Yeah, just keep going without me, partner.
$15, 18. Service over. 19, 15.
Game point opportunities. Oh my goodness.
Service over.
Yeah, just completely mistimed it.
16,
Did it
20.
come off the neck? No, it didn't come off the neck
No.
cord. What on earth happened there?
Was a little hesitant after his second last shot.
Yeah.
Thought maybe that Sukamuljo would lift it.
That's gone well long. 21-16, opening game in just 15 minutes. Well, the umpire has raised his right arm, which means that he wants to speak to the tournament referee. Now, let's just listen in and...
Tadi emang banyak out mainnya karena ya. Sekarang gini, kalau lu servis, Vin, ya, dia kan banyak kan aktif sama body, lu jagain, nggak perlu kencengin, ngerti nggak?
No, he said we've lost some lighting.
Sebaliknya kalau lu terima servis, jangan kasih sponsor, kasih body siap lagi. Ya, kalau lu servis, netting, lu kan kasih separuh kadang-kadang, ya kan separuh tuh, yang belakang siap, pasti dia nge-break.
He's got out his notepad as well, I can see Jakobsen there.
Ya, ngadu itunya dulu yang penting, kabarin dulu. Sekarang kontrol ke sini ada out nih.
I wonder whether he'd
Kalau lagi serangannya nggak masalah.
maybe the touchpad on his scoring
Out di depannya aja.
device, whether that had gone wrong.
He pointed towards the light in the hall,
Yeah,
the way I saw it.
yes, and he's just done so again as we're looking at the highlights from that opening
And I
game.
mean, we have the benefit of watching both courts, and looking down there, the court 2 actually seems a bit lighter in the green color, which
Yes,
supports the there it was. There was a bit more light back on court 1, but yeah, I must admit I hadn't noticed from up here.
no. And, I mean, the players didn't seem to say anything, did they? So, I mean, it wasn't affecting them. It's maybe affected
Second game.
us a little bit, although
Play.
the wonderful technology of cameras nowadays. I doubt if we can really notice any difference.
1, love.
But apart from the lightning, the Chinese, they've played a great first game in my opinion. They've been dominating the service situation, played a clever defense as well. Those high lifts,
Oh, look at that.
yeah, that's well done, because those high lifts, they sort of reveal that the Indonesians, they are not that hard hitting.
No.
They are really, really fast, and if you try to lift flat at them, if the flat lifts are not precise, then you're in trouble because they hit back at you so quickly. But if you give them some time and some air on the lift, of course it's a nice, powerful smash, but it's nothing like, for instance, if Indonesians would lift to Hong Wei. Well played. And they've stayed out, they've cleverly stayed out of this quick, fast play from around the mid-court in the net, where the speed of the two Indonesians would be superior.
Love.
Interesting to see if they can maintain that advantage.
Well, that was an outrageously difficult shot to attempt.
Ball. Love.
Yeah, it was the most difficult defensive shot you could ever think of.
But to me, I mean, obviously you're tactical awareness and everything of badminton is far greater than mine, Steen. So I don't want to sort of step on your territory here, but to me that's a worrying sign that he's trying something. Of course he's an extravagant player in general, and he's an adventurous player, but you know, it just bothered me that he was losing his way and he was trying things that really weren't on.
Yeah, it shows a little bit. Shows us a little bit how they feel on the Indonesian side, that they've got to come up with something extra.
2, 4.
And I mean, he has the skills to do it. It's just when there's so much pressure on him, then it's difficult. Well played. And again, the Hong Wei, he just blocked it at the net, making sure that he and his partner Biao are playing from the level of the tape and upwards, and they are so good playing there, and they definitely match the Indonesians.
And you know, you just get the impression that the Chinese are just not going to be fooled by the Indonesians, and therefore the Indonesians, you know, to me, as I say, look as if they don't really know what to try next.
There was a situation where Biao Chai is pointing at Hong Wei, but it was Biao Chai who, in my opinion, invited by lifting a bit flat along the line, and that sort of invited the Indonesians to use power in the flat game. So it's a battle of playing fast-paced strokes above the tape here, and so far the Chinese pair have done much better than the Indonesians. And again, he brings himself in trouble by lifting not high enough. They've had enormous success with the high lifts on the first defensive shot. That has taken away the worst bite of the Indonesian defense, attack. There it is. Well played. Good interception by Sukamuljo.
5, 7. Service over. 8, 5.
Oops. Yeah. It's too ready to back out. Is that because he actually prefers playing at the back of the court and wanted Sukamuljo to go forward? Or is he, I mean, of course it was a very good shot, but I mean, why is he getting caught like that?
Yeah, I guess he hopes that the Chinese player would push it, so he can sort of make a recovery and get some flat game going. But definitely Sukamuljo is the preferred front court player.
9,
Made
5.
his way into the world circuit by playing with Magnus Kido.
Yeah.
There was the same, even more clear roles there, where Kido was sort of conducting everything from the front court area.
10, 5.
Yeah, that's
Well played.
delightful
Yeah.
drop shot.
I'm impressed
10.
by how the Chinese pair has controlled lift to the backcourt, because that hasn't been easy. We've seen a lot of longs on both sides of the court actually when different players are lifting the other days.
Gideon, Sukamuljo, challenges.
So challenge here, the first challenge of the match.
That was confusing because Biao Chai raised his hand as well, but
Yeah. No, I can't see it there.
my impression was that it was out. Yeah.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Eagle Eye steam
challenge
confirmed
remaining.
by Hawkeye.
11, 6, interval.
harus sabar dulu karena kan bola mereka kayak tadi tuh kamu kenceng dulu, harus sabar dulu, harus sabar.
Well, I would suggest
kenceng, ya.
the Indonesians actually need to try and do something a little different, change of tactics. What do you think, Steen?
Yeah, it's difficult because the Chinese pair is serving really well. I mean, there's no doubt that the Indonesians would love to push a little bit on the service returns, and I think they might need to go forward and hope that they can push or even hit the net, then it comes over. The problem is that if it goes just a slightly bit upwards,
20 seconds.
then the backcourt player in the Chinese pair will be ready to play flat from a positive position, so to speak.
Yeah.
11, 6.
So it's really difficult to get it into these flat, quick exchanges. See, Biao is just lifting. That's well played.
Yeah.
And he has a tendency of doing that, of playing to himself from when he's standing in that right side from our point of view here.
7,
So
11.
good interception by Sukamuljo. Whereas when he's standing in the other side, he has a tendency to try to make these cross defensive shots.
Service over. 8, 12.
Good start after the interval for the Indonesians. They really needed to close the gap a little bit.
That was a good serve.
Yeah.
Service over. 13, 9.
I also think that Sukamuljo is very much an emotional player, and he hasn't gotten off to a good start here, which, in my opinion, is important for the Chinese, and they definitely don't want to let him in to this match if they can avoid it.
Yeah.
Service over.
No, I know. That's.
10, 13.
I felt he's been a little subdued
Yeah.
because he's such an extrovert character on court, isn't he? And I know that one or two of his opponents got upset with his.
Even his teammates,
Yeah.
when he's playing fellow Indonesians.
About his antics on court
Yeah.
and his celebrations and.
And that was a little bit similar to the one he missed, where he totally missed the shot. He's sort of waving at it with his backhand, Biao.
He's gotten a long way along.
And I think that the defensive tactics of the Chinese were perfectly good and still is perfectly good. They just can't do it too much. They got to seek the initiative in the service situation still, and then if they're in a bad position, then they can lift, but they can't do it too often. Then the Indonesians will slowly figure out how to deal with it. Or maybe quickly figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great backhand from
fantastic.
Hong Wei. And look at his movement afterwards as well, coming forward to the net.
16-12.
String's gone.
Oi.
Yeah.
对，该防就是得防。
It's no wonder he made the error on the last shot. So Strings had already gone. Look at his racket.
Yeah, yeah.
Seventeen, 12.
Oh, nice drop shot.
Service over.
That's one thing I really do like about this Indonesian pair is the variation from the back of the court.
Yeah.
I was watching them a little earlier in the week. I can't remember which round they were playing, but the number of outright winners that they played from the back of the court with disguised drop shots, fast drop shots, slices. I mean, you hardly ever see that in men's doubles.
No, no. But we also discussed that when they're in the attack, they're shouting so much and they're moving so fast, so it's easy to get a little bit scared of them as opponents. Yeah. And you can't be, you have to stand your ground and be reasonably close to the net.
14-17.
And they still have to be really, really alert, Hong and Biao here, because 3 points can disappear in no time.
Service over.
Nerves.
15-18.
I don't like him swinging after that, Biao, because he knows that he's got his partner behind him, and he's so strong in that flat backhand.
That's clever. That's very, very nice.
17-18.
And out of nowhere, they're only 1 point behind
I
now.
know. Well, you said it. 3 points is nothing in men's doubles.
That's
gone
long.
wrong. Back level. Well, well, well.
18 all.
6 of the last 7 points going to the Indonesians. 12-17 down.
Yeah, that's right.
goodness.
Save. Fantastic.
Unbelievable. Oh, that is just extraordinary, isn't it?
Oh, his racket was gone. That's why.
Yeah.
19, 18.
Oh, he's missed it. Would you believe it? Well, 6 straight points and 8 of the last 9 points. 2 game point opportunities. Level 20 all, extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. That's clever. Yeah. So a third opportunity for the Indonesians to send this to a third and deciding game. Yeah. Second time he's whipped a defensive shot across court into that deep forehand corner. An error on the serve. Would you believe it?
21 all.
That's his first service error of the match. Brilliant.
Service over. 22, 21.
So 4th opportunity to take this second game. And still they can't convert.
22 all.
Well, having said he was looking subdued earlier, he's now looking very alert. Game point number 5 for the Indonesians. Oh dear, that's a shocking serve.
can see Jiang Jun, Chinese coach, outside of the picture here. And we can see that he's waving his arm at his players that, hey, it's okay to lift it high once in a while. And that's something that they haven't done here in the final phase of the second game. And if they don't do that, the Indonesians, they will push forward towards the net. So I know it's not nice to give away the attack when it's so close here, but I still think they need to do it.
Yeah.
There it was.
Oh, that's good judgment. That is good judgment.
24-23.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Well judged. Game point number 6.
Biao.
24 all. Ready?
Oh, my goodness.
Long, sorry, wide.
Yeah. And the frustration just bubbling over there from Biao. He knows it was wide. Swishing his racket in frustration. Well, I guess that must be the longest rally of this second game, possibly of the match. Well, 7th game point opportunity for the number 7 seeds. And this time they convert. 26-24. Well, who would have thought at 12-7 down that we would be looking forward to a third and deciding game.
17-12.
43 minutes and 1 game all. Well, the Chinese pair must be thinking, well, how on earth did we let that go?
Yeah, they've done everything perfect up until 17-12. I was about to say there that, okay, now they've regained that 5-point lead. And then they suddenly blew it. I think they became a little bit too confident. Up until that point, I think they played a perfect tactical game. I think that there's a little weakness with the Chinese pair in the backhand side, short backhand side at the net. The first third of the court in the backhand side, when Biao Chai is at the net, he tends to be swinging at those shots coming to that area, and he's not that reliable. And sometimes if Hong Wei has to move sideways and smash from that particular area, there's more mistakes than you would expect from him.
Yeah. Right, we'll watch out for that. Here we go, third and deciding game. Oh, that's well taken. I mean, the other thing to consider, I mean, we talked yesterday, didn't we, Steen, about the mental scarring as far as the Chinese pair is concerned. they were favourites to take the bronze medal in Rio in that playoff match. They lost that. Then their woes were compounded by an Achilles injury to Hong Wei, and they had to retire in one tournament and pulled out of another. But to me, they look now, I thought it yesterday, that obviously they managed to get through, but they look vulnerable to me in tight situations.
Yeah. I totally agree. Totally agree. And it's been that for a long while.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they would have won more tournaments.
Yeah. Yes, because we talked yesterday about the fact they've been in 9 Super Series tournament finals. They've only won 1 of them.
Yeah. Good save.
Love. Service over. 1-3.
Oh, good defence. Just gone wide.
Service over. 4-1.
I also had my concerns prior to the start of this deciding game about the Chinese pair's mental stability, considering they had had that 5-point advantage in the second game, having won the first. And I thought it'll need a good coaching break here from Zhang Jun, and it looks as if he's given a good coaching break because they've started well.
2-4.
They have started well. I still think that they won 1 or 2 rallies. They won playing the wrong game. By that I mean they are very, very good in the flat game, these 2 Chinese players. The problem is that the Indonesians are probably better when things get tight. So they have to be disciplined and stick to their original game plan. It's okay to play flat as long as they're playing from above the tape. If they are just a bit under the tape, they're better off lifting. And you can see that there's much more movement on Kevin Sukamuljo now. You don't really know where he is. He can be all over the court. He's taking chances now, and the more chances he gets right, the more self-confidence he gets. And it's really dangerous now for the Chinese pair. And look how many shots they were underdogs in this rally, the Indonesians. But they're used to playing like this.
Yeah.
So the key to this is not the Indonesians being underdog, it's how much underdog are they. And you should preferably keep them 30-70 underdog. If they go to 40-60, they actually are really, really good at playing from that position.
4-5. Service over. 6-4.
Good control from Chai Biao.
8-5. Service over.
Well, that was nigh on the perfect net shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Take a look at this. Oh,
6.
it was the perfect net shot.
And it's an underestimated skill, the ability to come forward towards the net and play a really good net shot from below the tape, because you've got to turn the defense around at some point.
Service over. 9-6.
And I had a half an eye on the other court where Jiang Nan and Yu Cheng are in trouble, and exactly the same shot was being played on that court as well. So very valuable if you have the touch to do it.
Fault. Service over. 7-9.
Oh, nice long hand wide.
Service over.
Did well to get his racket to it.
10-7. Service over. 8-10.
Challenge. Yep. There's a challenge here from the Indonesians. It was a half-hearted challenge, so I'm not sure they really believe it. In fact, they're already changing ends. Oh, that's going to be a bit of a nuisance if...
It doesn't seem like the umpire noticed that challenge.
Well, I'm pretty certain he put his arm up, but obviously they didn't challenge.
No.
How extraordinary. Here we go. Here's the official view.
Part 1, 20
And it
seconds.
was out.
Part 1, 20 seconds.
So they decided to take it just for safety reasons, but actually knew that it was probably a long shot in both ways.
I'm just looking towards the end of the arena, Steen, and I noticed that the umpire has not put up on the scoreboard that there was a challenge.
No?
So maybe we just had the advantage of being able to have it confirmed by
That's possible.
Hawkeye. He hasn't said no, only one challenge remaining, so he obviously hasn't taken that as a challenge.
Service over.
But we have the satisfaction of knowing that the call was absolutely correct.
I have some views on those challenges, but this is a very exciting match, so maybe we can get back to it later in the day.
Yeah. Good smash across the body.
advantage is enough for Hong and Chai. Coming closer to the final stages of this match. I'm not sure it is.
No.
I think they need a bit of a bigger lead to convert it to a victory.
Oh, look at that smash. Yeah, that one wasn't coming back, was it?
13, 10.
400 kilometers per hour.
Biao followed up well.
14, 11.
Both Chinese players just stood and watched it.
Yeah, but that's some of the shots that he's been swinging after with his backhand, Biao Chai, and I don't blame Hong Wei for not being ready, because he swung at those shots a number of times, and it's mainly when his shoulders is parallel with the net. When he's coming forward with his right shoulder first playing backhand shots, they're really, really reliable. But when his shoulders are parallel with the net and he's swinging after it, he's not that successful.
Whoa! 13, 14.
I think the next 3 or 4 rallies are crucial, because I just feel that there's a bit of a momentum shift, perhaps in favour of the Indonesians. There goes my theory.
Yeah, but I actually agree, because I think the Chinese are more likely to revert to their preferred playing style of playing fast-paced, flat game, not lifting.
Like that.
Yes, and if they don't lift, their chances of winning are getting slimmer and slimmer, because I feel that if they play 10 matches where you're only allowed to play this flat game, the Indonesians will win the majority of those matches, whether it's 6 or 7 or what it is, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they have the upper hand in fast-paced flat game, because I mean they're short, so they can hit upper hand shots on it.
Oh, the back level. Yeah, and you couldn't see it then, but this man, Gideon Marcus Fernaldi, rushed to the net, picked up the shuttle, wants to get on with it. Yeah, he feels the momentum is with them. Yeah, this great serve, and again.
16, 15.
And this is a situation that we've seen Hong and Chai not tackling very well. The pressure situations. He's fantastic there, Hong Wei. Fantastic backhand pressure shot, drive. Blocked it. Should have blocked it earlier. One shot earlier, Chai Biao. But it's so difficult to do that, because it's not their natural way of playing, and that playing style that have brought them many victories is, I fear, not enough against these two Indonesians.
Yeah, you're right. Look at him. He's again saying, yeah, lift it to the back, give it some height.
Now the court opens up, and that's of course a pity for the Chinese that they were a little bit inaccurate there.
I told you before the match immediately.
Oh.
18-17.
Well, they wanted to challenge, did they? No, they would have lost that.
Saved the challenge.
Yeah, clearly long. Well, you said this was an exciting match, scene. Certainly is.
18-all.
No, this racket is gone.
There was only one Indonesian on court, and Biao, I think, took his eye off his defensive shot because he saw that
19.
Sukamuljo dashed off to get a new racket, and he completely mistimed his defensive shot. Goodness me, it's all happening, isn't it? 2 points away from a place in the final for the Indonesians.
Point.
Oh my goodness. Service fault called.
19-all.
Don't believe it! Well, that's just amazing. What a defensive shot.
Was it a double hit?
Match point.
No, I don't think it
No, I
was.
don't think it was either.
So, match point opportunity for the number 7 seeds from Indonesia.
Play.
It's gone wide. And they've come back from the brink. Have Gideon, Marcus Fernaldi and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. And a stunned crowd silenced by that victory by the Indonesians. The number 1 seeds Biao and Hong Wei are out.
16-21, 26-24.
They were a game
21-19.
and 17-12 up, the number 1 seeds. And somehow the Indonesians have fought their way back. And prior to this week in Fuzhou, they'd never got past a quarter-final of a Premier Super Series event. Tomorrow, they'll contest their first final. There's confirmation of how they did it. 16-21, 26-24, 21-19 in the deciding game in an hour and 4 minutes. Well, what a thrilling first match on semi-finals day, with the Indonesians coming through against the #1 seeds. Next up is men's singles and 2 Olympic medalists. The gold medalist Chen Long against the bronze medalist Victor Axelsen. Well, after that, there will still be 3 more matches as we look at the Destination Dubai rankings for the men's singles. Song Ho, the #1 there. 6 of the top 7 have been in a Super Series tournament final this year. The only exception being Eun Long at #6. Well, as far as the draw is concerned for the men's singles,